Okay, so you were actually born in Puerto Rico, you and your brother?
Yes, we
Oh,
were.
nice.
We were.
Okay.
Yeah. We were born in Puerto Rico. My mother, she was 20 years military, so we actually had a military background before coming here to Key West. And Key West, though, it's always been home. It's gave us that hometown feel, you know, and we've had a good foundation, even though it was pretty rough starting out. Again, not being from here, you know, some of the kids, they might not get along with you or things like that. So it leads to a lot of altercations and just a lot of fights growing up.
So what age did you come here?
We came here at the age of 8 years old.
Oh, 8 years old. Okay, so you went to which school? You in Asia? Did you go to?
We went to Sigsbee.
Sigsbee.
Yeah,
okay,
we went to Sigsbee.
Because of the military.
You got it.
Okay,
yeah.
got it. All right.
We went to Sigsbee and then later to HOB.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, so what were your fondest memories of growing up in Key West?
I would have to say just those summers, the summers riding bicycles or hanging out with friends. It was really the tightness that you get from a small community. And I would have to say that was the biggest thing, because Key West kids, they have a very familiar background in growing up just because the island's so small.
Right. So yes, we are known to be community based. And since you've been here, have you moved anywhere else since you've been in Key West?
Well, I have. Going to school, I went to school in South Florida.
Okay.
Went to school in South Florida, came back here for a little while, and then actually after that, I stayed down here for a little while, then moved back to Miami. So at first, bouncing back from here to Miami to Delray Beach, and then eventually I made a big move to Asia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I made a big move to Asia a few years back.
So what made you go to Asia?
I needed something else. Key West, the United States, it definitely had something that was special, but I needed more. I needed more for my life experience. I needed more for my profession, and Asia's just where you go to if you're into martial arts.
That's true. Okay, so now that you spoke about martial arts a little bit, let's go into that segue. Now, when you said martial arts, when did you start that sport?
I started martial arts right after high school. I really dove in right after high school. There was a big wave of fighters and UFC fighters really coming up, and I really caught on to that, and that was a huge passion for me.
Okay, so what made you get into it? Like, what was your...
Really, it's again going back to when I was younger, I just never really found my niche. You know, a lot of people, they got into the football, the basketball, baseball, but team sports wasn't really for me. I needed something where I could challenge myself and didn't have to depend on someone else. So boxing was the perfect outlet for me.
Wow. So now, you know, growing up, I don't remember too many boxing facilities here. I know at one point they tried to start some little boxing sport or right by that store off by the high school. They started to try to do some fights over there. Do you recall that?
I do.
Okay.
I had about 2 fights down here over at Ibis Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when they were doing fights over at Ibis Bay. But again, this was probably early 2000s.
Okay. Yeah. Now, did you fight when you were in Asia?
I did. I fought 5 times when I was over
Wow,
in Asia.
that's amazing. Okay. Yep. What does your mom feel about this, you know, being in this sport?
You know, she has her thoughts. She definitely has her thoughts, but she always knew, you know, she knows it keeps me in a right direction. It helped me steer me to a right path. So she doesn't like watching my fights, but she appreciates.
I can imagine. She appreciates the sport, though.
Exactly. She appreciates the sport.
Well, I want to tell you congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you so much.
Yep. I know that you were, right now, I know the community absolutely loves you and supports you heavily. What you're doing with the kids, can you kind of describe like what you're doing with the children these days?
Oh, yeah. Well, so now starting January 2026, I'm actually going to be donating my time to just teaching kids for free. We do have like a monthly recommendation if you want to donate like $20 or $40 to a monthly package for your kid. Perfect. But if you don't have the money, I don't want money to be the reason why your kid doesn't have some form of outlet. So yeah, so right now I'm just offering free training to the kids for about 2 hours every week after school. And
nice.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to be that, that mentor for these children these days?
It's the same thing I needed. It was definitely the same thing I needed. Again, I really believe it is important for a kid to have a role model, someone that they look up to. But not only that, but someone to give them guidance, give them good advice, listen, and this is something I needed as a child, or could have benefited as. And, I also needed an experience. Kids need a experience that could humble them, that could challenge them in what better way than fighting, Well, we are very thankful for you and what you offer to the community, what you're contributing to the community and the kids. I love seeing it online. I love seeing you work. If you want to add anything of how you're feeling, or just kind of tell more about your business and how people can join and how they can contact you to get involved. Okay. All right, definitely. Well, again, my name is Rashad Harper. I am the owner of Florida Keys Kickboxing Academy. I do offer a outlet for movement, for physical training. We try to offer a culture for community, try to give back as much as we can. And if I could say anything, it's, please, I invite you to come out, check out what we're doing, or find something around the area. There's great things to do, to get out, to get moving. And I would recommend anybody that was looking for something, or if you're feeling any sort of a way, a good outlet is always moving your body, giving yourself goals, and just giving yourself purpose. And I couldn't recommend that. I couldn't recommend that anymore. So you could find that here at Florida Keys Kickboxing Academy, or I'm sure you could find that at any other outlet here in Key West. But please get up and check something out. No, I do agree with you when you say that moving your body is very important, and you'll find that out as you get older, that keeping moving is essential to your health. And I see that you're out here training everyone and helping them with that. So that I love seeing that as well. Thank you. Yes. So well, I want to thank you again for taking this time to speak with me and just sharing your thoughts on everything. And I'm just happy to see you thriving and wishing you all the success in your future. To you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're welcome.